Anyway, I thought it was just time to do another one of these collection videos. And that's not just because I thought it was time, but because we're moving and I have to pack this stuff up soon, and I've been wanting to show you guys this stuff. I usually just, well, for the past couple of times I've gone out to collect games, I've just been stacking them up in piles because I figured I was going to do one of these videos soon. But the last couple of times I've done these, these days where I go out and pick stuff up, I haven't been doing them, so I have stacks of stuff just stacking up, so I figured I might as well just get these out of the way too. So let's go ahead and get started. First thing I wanted to show you guys was the first day, which I got a bunch of PlayStation games mostly, but I got Mega Man 8 for PS1. It's in really good condition. It was only like $3, so I figured that was a great deal for Mega Man 8. Armored Core I got for about $12. This was a game I loved playing in middle school. Me and my friend Chris used to play it all the time, the two-player battle. And I just had a ton of fun customizing my mechs and stuff, but I don't know how well it'll live up to my memory of playing it because I haven't played it since. I think the last time I played Armored Core was like 1999, maybe was the last time I played it. And then there's board game Top Shop. I never played this game. This was one of those games I always saw in the store, and I just wanted to get it, but I don't know, I just never did. It always looked interesting. Alright, next thing I got, Maximo Ghosts to Glory. I haven't played this game. I haven't played a Maximo game. I'm kind of interested. I got to get to this game soon, but I got it only for it was like $1.99. So next thing I got was Metropolis Mania. This game is supposed to be like SimCity. I didn't really play it much. I tried it out a little bit because I was thinking about maybe I was going to review it, but for some reason I just didn't get into it that day. I just didn't feel like playing anything. I guess I don't know. All right. Next thing is, for some reason on that day, I felt like getting a bunch of Metal Gear games. I don't know if you guys ever felt like that. You're just like, you know what? I think I'm going to try and collect as many Metal Gear games as I possibly can. But anyway, I did. So, first thing I got Metal Gear, just Metal Gear for NES with Michael Biehn on the cover. At least he looks just like Michael Biehn. I mean, this is like a ripoff of Terminator. I know a bunch of people have said that, but it definitely is. See? That's Michael Biehn right there. Next thing I got is Metal Gear Solid for PS1. I have the Essential Collection of it, but I just wanted to have the original case. And Metal Gear Solid VR Missions. This game's a lot of fun. I mean, if you haven't played it, it was like at the time when Metal Gear Solid came out, you were just, after you finished it and you finished all the VR missions, you're like, man, I need something to do other than, the hard mode. It's like, man, I really just want some more Metal Gear. When they released VR missions, people like me just bought it up because we just wanted more of the same, And it was it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was just a bunch of VR missions. It wasn't actually any more story, but I had fun with it. Next thing is I got Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty for PS2. Like I said, I have it on my Essential Collection, but I just wanted to have the original case. And Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater. Got that one also just because I wanted to have the original case. Alright, the last thing I got in that day was the Japanese Xenogears. I'm a huge Xenogears fan, so popping in the store and finding the Japanese Xenogears, which I probably never would have ordered online, but I just happened to see it in the store and I got this for 20 bucks, was awesome. And I think this case just looks awesome. The Japanese version just looks so much better than the American version just because they kept it simple. The X is just, that's Xenogears. That's all it has to be. And here's what the first disc looks like. Simple, easy, looks awesome. Here's the second disc, inverted, simple, still yet awesome. Alright, so that wraps up day one. Next thing, I went to L1 Games, and I guess somebody had to be the Sega master because they traded in a ton of Sega stuff. They had traded in a 32X and all this other stuff, but the stuff I picked up from L1 Games, I got Mutant League Hockey. Mutant League Hockey is a great game. I just had a ton of fun with this when I was a kid. Same thing with Mutant League Football. These are both great games. Even if you're not into sports like me, these are awesome games anyway, just because I love killing the players instead of tackling them. You tackle them and they die. It's awesome. You can throw them in outer space, stuff like that. Alright. Next thing I got the same day, I got Virtua Fighter 2 for Saturn. I'm not a big Virtua Fighter fan, but I figured it just seems like it needs to be in my Saturn collection, so I picked that up. Alright, next thing I got this awesome Saturn gun from L1 Games. I think this has to be the first time I've ever seen a Saturn gun, to tell you the truth. And I got it for, you guessed it, Virtua Cop 1 and 2. These games are just as much fun on the Saturn at home as they were in the arcade, which is amazingly surprising. I'm still having a ton of fun just boom, 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 and shooting all the bad guys. Yep, shooting bad guys is fun. Anyway, that's all I got, and I figured I might as well just throw this out there. If there are any games you guys saw from my first video game collecting journal, or the OhioCon video, or anything from here that you want to see me review, I'm pretty sure I won't get too many responses, but I figure I might as well just throw it out there. Just send me a message or post it as a comment to this video. Anything you guys see, I figure you might as well help me figure out what my next video is going to be. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe.